Hats off to Creighton. They got a really nice team. I thought without watching film here yet, I thought we really guarded and defended really well for the first about 14 to 15 minutes of the game. And I thought our offense started to really affect our defense moving forward from there. Obviously, we started off really slow offensively. Creighton was keeping it really tight defensively, trying to close up all driving lanes, limit a lot of our post touches and our advantage that we had inside. And like I said, I think our effort on the defensive end kind of waned as the game went on. Like I said, give hats off to Creighton. They played really well. I told our guys, the message I gave our guys in the locker room was, this is obviously a point of adversity for our team, for Team 98. And we are going to see what our response is. Adversity reveals your character, who you are, and we're going to find out. In this league, it's the best league in the country. And it's a marathon, and it's hard to sometimes see that, but it is. And we got to continue to get back to work, continue to get better. I thought we had a couple really good practices leading up to Creighton, but we didn't get the result that we wanted. But this league is unforgiving. You can't give in. And we're going to keep on working. We're going to keep on getting better and keep growing as a team.
Travis, you benched your senior point guard after the first timeout of the second half. What message were you trying to send to him?
Q didn't play real well tonight. I thought defensively he really struggled. He gave up. Obviously, Creighton has some prolific guards, Tyshawn Alexander, Zagorowski, and Baylock. And I thought they got a couple wide open looks to start the half, and he wasn't doing the game plan. So, obviously, people, and I know they're always going to point, well, he missed some threes, and he did. He's got to take the right ones. And so I told him, you got to make an adjustment, man. You got to start driving the ball. But his defense got to be a heck of a lot better for us moving forward. Because, again, you're always trying to find the lineups out there, right? Because they were playing way off of Q tonight, trying to make it a game of 5-on-4 on that end. And if that's the case, then we got to be elite defensively and be there. He had 4 assists, 0 turns, but got to be much better defensively.
Kiki was out when Q was out, and Scruggs took the ball off the court. Why did you go with Scruggs instead of having maybe Kiki in there that could have added another offensive punch?
Yeah, I felt like Kiki struggled a little bit defensively too in the first half, and I liked Bryce defensively. Obviously, Bryce, he missed some open shots, a couple big ones, but he had some good looks. We'll take those looks. And I liked Paul at the one tonight. I thought Paul did a really nice job. I thought he played really well. We were just going to play with the team that was going to put us in best position to hopefully get a win.
Coach, how concerning is the rebounding? That's something that you guys like to pride yourselves on, and this is kind of 2 games in a row where it hasn't been very good. Yeah,
it's got to be better. And again, like those long shots equal long rebounds, right? And we got to block out. We got to figure it out because it's killing us. I think they ended up with 13 was it? Yeah, 13 offensive rebounds. Scored 14 points off of those second chance points. And we got to be better on the glass.
Tyreek also had some moments tonight where his defense wasn't really cohesive. Yeah. How, disheartening or frustrating is it that your 2 seniors are struggling so much out there midway through the season?
Obviously Tyreek was bad defensively tonight as well. He's got to be better. But it's not on those guys. That's on me. We got to figure it out. So it's not their fault.
You mentioned adversity, and Najee brought that up, the fact that, this is not new for you guys. This is something that you guys had to deal with last year. Has anything that you've seen from these guys, maybe in that locker room after this one, lead you to believe that they're equipped to handle this and sort of get over this hump?
Yeah, absolutely. I know who we have in that locker room. Again, you could tell, like even you can tell a lot by looking into a guy's eyes, right? I always say that. And when you're going around the locker room, obviously, the locker room was very somber, right? Really down. We play to win. And if you're not down, then I got to question who you are. But at the same time, you could tell a lot by, like I said, by who's going to fight, who's going to stay in the middle of the ring and keep on swinging. And as I looked around the locker room, we got a group that's going to keep on swinging. Again, the outside world always panics. That's why I told those guys, man, like, it's not panic time. Urgency, for sure. We got to have urgency to get better. We got to stick together. We got to become tighter. We can't crack. We cannot crack. We got to get tighter as a group during adversity and continue to grow as a team.
Travis, what was going on with the high ball screen defense? Were you just having to put so much pressure on the guards that the guy got away?
Yeah, I thought our guys were running into too many screens. Even there for a split second, Andy, we flipped matchups. We put Najee onto Baylock. Well, then all of a sudden, our guy was getting screened on there. And he did a really good job on Zagorowski, I thought, overall, when he was on him. But we got screened way too much. And because what we do, our defense tries to make it a game of 2-on-2 in the middle of the floor so we can stay matched up to all the shooters off the ball, right? And like I said, I thought we got screened way too much, our guards did tonight.
Travis, I was just trying to get your thoughts. Last couple of games, you guys have had multiple scoring droughts of 3 minutes plus. Is that just what defenses are throwing at you guys? Just not making shots? Just bad luck?
No, we're never going to blame anything on luck. We got to earn our points, right? Got to make a couple shots. To be honest with you, you got to make a couple. But at the same time, again, like I said, every game's a little bit different. Like Creighton's style of play defensively against us was way different than what Seton Hall's defense was, right? Creighton tried to keep it really, really tight. They were daring us to shoot threes. And we missed a lot, right? Whatever we were in the first half, 1 for 15, or it seemed like 0 for 50. But then Seton Hall was different. I thought Seton Hall did a really good job protecting the rim with their two big fellas. They blocked several shots, and we had turnovers. Tonight, we didn't have a turnover problem. Now, Creighton's a low ball pressure team. They were doing the exact opposite. They were trying to keep it extremely tight. We had 15 assists, 8 turns tonight. So we got to continue to figure out that end, because what it can't have happen though is when we go in those droughts, we can't lose our defense. We can't. That's got to be the identity of our team. It has to be for us to go places where we want to go. And like I said, tonight I thought really impacted our defense, the offensive end.
Najee and Paul scored most of their points after halftime, and that seems to be a trend that they are big in the second halves of games. What can you do to get them started earlier?
They got to be aggressive. Again, I thought Paul was really aggressive. I thought Najee was aggressive. Those guys need some help, though. They can't put the team on their back. We have guys that are more than capable. Like Zach's got to give us more. Kiki's got to give us more. Bryce got to give us more. Q's got to give us more. Tyreek does. And all those guys are more than capable of doing it. And what can't happen is they can't lose confidence, right? And they got to keep believing, stay in the gym. There's no secret recipe of how you get out of a funk. It's just working, getting in the gym, and keep your confidence by your work ethic.
Aside from the final score, what is the most painful thing on this box score to you when you look at it?
I would say, defense. We gave up 77 points. Obviously had 13 offensive rebounds. Had 9 threes. You can't give Creighton open looks. They're going to make you pay. They got some special offensive players, some really good shooters. And we got to be, like I said, a heck of a lot better on that end for us to go the places we want to go. Is that it? Thanks.